Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
That feels weird, but I'll allow it.
With 2 Ys. I used to be Jennifer, but then I decided to rebrand myself. Oh wait, hang on. It's Xanax o'clock.
And now for something completely different.
Faked our deaths, lit a match, closed the door, waited for the flash. Greyhound station, paid in cash. It's Lazarus, we're coming back. They say it's darkest before the dawn. We've been in this town for far too long. They say it's darkest before the dawn. We're moving on, we're moving on, we're moving on. Sunset, no regrets. First chance, last man, stuck in the middle. Even bad does no good love. You taste so sweet, it hurts a little. Make our home where we stand. One suitcase and half a plan. Follow the wolves and sing along. Pass the voices to the song. They say it's darkest before the dawn. We've been in this town for far too long. They say it's darkest before the dawn. We're moving on, we're moving on, we're moving on. Sunset, no regrets. First chance, last man, stuck in the middle. Even bad guys, no good love. You taste so sweet, it hurts a little.
Howdy. Welcome in. Happy Monday. You got me. It's me. Good to see you all. No, I cut it down more. I cut it down. I may be changing the intro again soon, so who knows? Welcome in, everybody. I got a storm. It just whipped up all of a sudden. So here we are. Okay. I'm going to welcome in the chat first. And then I'm going to tell you what I did. Let me welcome in everybody. Welcome in. Good to see you all. Hope you've all had a good Monday. Stacy Rogers, Nicole Happy Haunts, Mark F, Diana Murphy. Good to see you. Cat Miss Disney fan, welcome in. There's Mark. There's Stacy. Mayor of Chickabin Hill, Mike. Good to see you, good buddy. Katie Phillips, artist extraordinaire. Good evening. There's Wendy B. Linda. Hey. Mara Memphis, as mentioned, welcome in. Christine Hickman, hello. Good to see you. Let's see. I got Mark, got Wendy. Debbie Thuner, welcome in. Good evening. Samantha Lowe, what's up, Sam? Hey, howdy. It's just me, so I can take my time as long as I want to welcoming in everybody. I can welcome in people 2 and 3 times. Welcome in Diana Murphy again. Because I can wave as long as I want to. Thomas A. Gorgeous T, welcome in. Melissa Diz Dreams, good to see you. Julie C, hello, dear, welcome. Let's see. There's Kat, and there's Diana, and Melissa, and Julie. Brunette Dookie, welcome. Good evening. Diz Beach Jill, hello. Good to see you. Let's see. Now I'm just working through. Everybody saying hey. Nico the Greco, what's up, good buddy? Amy AJC Magic, hey. Amy's been streaming some bands. You want to go see some marching bands and whatnot. Darlene B. Dazzled, hello, Darlene. Good to see you. Jason Thibodeau is here. Hello. Who else am I missing? Jill 3295. Today's my birthday. Which we were all in. Yes, Jill. Happy birthday. Everybody wish Jill a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Jill. I could really use about blue drinks right about now. No kidding. Suzanne, hello, dear. Good to see you. The monorail man is rolling into the station. Howdy. And there she is, the lovely. Hey, y'all, I'm exhausted. Hey, I know that feeling. It's Snickerdoodle. Welcome in. Troy Detloff, good to see you, good buddy. AAA Sparkles, hello, Astrid. Asteroid. Astronomical. Welcome in. Jazza family, good to see you all. Hope y'all are well. I got Mayor, I got Troy, Stephanie L, welcome. I got Nico, Teresa Martin, hello. Your sound is cutting in and out. It happened last night too. All right, let's ramp up the game. Let's see if that's any better. Maybe that'll be better. Julie was seeing it too. Theo Sam Eagle, what's up, bud? Howdy. Hope that sound is better. We'll see in a minute. Let's see. I got Debbie and I got Sparks, and Wendy says better. Julie says so far so good. Okay. I'm all caught up. Good to see you all. Hope you've all had a good day. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm not going to lie. It's been a day. And I thought about not streaming tonight. I did. And Steve, I had Steve on in the background, and he was telling people to come check out the stream after his stream tonight. And so I felt like, I got a stream now. So here we are. But I didn't send out any links. It's just me tonight. You just got me. So if you got something better you want to go do, feel free. It's okay. But it's just me tonight. I didn't send out a single damn link. Nobody. I'm going to sit here and run my mouth for a while. So there you go. I can impress on the fly. We'll see. We'll see. Dean, the live place. Good to see you, good sir. Hope you're doing well, Dean. Y'all go check out Dean over at the live place, both on YouTube and the website. The live place. In fact, I have the live place saved as a bookmark. It's right here. You can go check out share screen, whole screen, Dean at theliveplace.com. There you go. Everything you need, all your updates right there. Go check out Dean. Dean streams too. Check out Dean's YouTube channel. Him and T-Town Mariella. Good stuff. Good to see you, Dean. Dinah Murphy. No place I'd rather be. Oh, thank you, dear. Good to see you. As your newest appointed mod, I wholeheartedly approve there, buddy. Well, thank you. Thank you, bud. That's why I love JR. The most sparkliest and magnificent of the sparkle couple. Don't tell Astrid I said that. Jazza family, computer issues here. Oh no. Reboot it. Maybe that'll fix it. Hope that fixes it. Hey, if I'm allowed to say on Wednesday, I'm with Pete on the Insomniac. Well, nice. Have fun, Mike. Awesome. I'm your link to the outside world. Well, good, Mark, because I've got some news for you. No, it's okay, Sparks. You don't have to do that. It's all right. Jay Grubbs, welcome in, good buddy. Good to see you. So, today, Monday, a little bit of entertainment news to talk about while I sip my Arnold Palmer. I would put up a poll, but I don't feel like it. Question to the chat. Arnold Palmer, yes or no? I drink Arnold Palmer every single day. And I don't mean like the Arizona one. Like I make my own. Lemonade tea. It's the best way to drink tea. I can drink sweet tea without the lemonade. So much better with the lemonade. Therese Martin says yes. Troy says absolutely. See, yeah. What is that exactly? What an Arnold Palmer? Carlos loves drinking Arnold Palmer. He'll make his own too. Arnold Palmer had some today. Yes, definitely. So Arnold Palmer is basically sweet tea and lemonade mixed. Usually a regular Arnold Palmer is about 50-50. I will typically do not quite that much lemonade in mine. So I have a It's Uncle Matt's organic, no sugar added lemonade. And that's what I use. And then I use it's not Moe's. What the hell is that tea? It's a restaurant in Alabama somewhere. Anyway, it's a sweet, no sugar added tea. It's like with monkey sugar, whatever that is that Wendy talks about. Monk fruit, I don't know. But it's sweetened with artificial sweetener. And so I add the Uncle Matt's lemonade to that, and so good. It takes the sweetness off of the sweet tea, but it just livens it up. It's like a party in your mouth. Prefer the green tea if you're. Nah, I don't do the green tea. Boy Child would do the green tea. But I can't do the green tea. I'm not a big fan of Snapple either. Not a big fan of Snapple. No, it's not Cane's. It's not Cane's. It's hang on. I'll show you which one it is. Let me do this. Let me grab my tea. I'll show you which tea it is. I'll show you the tea and the lemonade. Milo's. It's Milo's. Drink this freaking stuff by the gallon. I should know what the hell it's called. Milo's. It's this Milo's. That one right there. 0 sugar sweet tea. Milo's. Very good. And this is the lemonade. Uncle Matt's, no sugar added, organic lemonade. Take about that much lemonade and about that much tea. It's perfect. It's perfect. Milo's is my favorite. It is. It is. I love the Milo's. Specifically this 0 sugar sweet tea. Now I will say Publix diet tea is really good too. But Milo's is still better in my opinion. Steve, I think, prefers the Green Peak or something. I don't know. I like Milo's. I can't eat. Yeah, me either, Dean. Not anymore. I drink unsweetened tea now since I cut back on eating sugar in general. Just not have the sugar craving. Exactly. There you go. Yeah, Publix tea is good, but I prefer the Milo's. It mixes better with the lemonade. Yeah. Steve only possible. Well, sometimes. Troy Detloff, I'm off the sugar, so no sweet tea for me. But it's 0 sugar sweet tea. Country Time lemonade. Oh my goodness, Stacy, that's taking me back. That's taking me back to Vacation Bible School as a kid with a little cup of Country Time lemonade and those knockoff Oreos or the like plain butter cookies. That takes me back to childhood. Yeah. Country Time's good though. Man, that stuff's good. Just way too much sugar in it. Yep. So there. Wasn't planning on going down that trip. I get that, Troy. Some people I know have trouble with them. I do get that. Dad could only do a certain one, I think. I don't seem to have a problem with them, but yeah. The ones you found are sugar free. Oh, Stacy, I'll have to look for those then. I wasn't aware they made those sugar free. I'll have to look for those. Yeah. I wasn't expecting to go down a T ramp. Yeah, that's what I heard today, Wendy. Suzanne got the new apple Drizzlicious. So good. Suzanne, these things, I'm already thinking about having to go to Target and restock this week. Because not that I've eaten all that I bought, but I just want to stock up. They're so freaking good. So freaking good. I haven't been able to find the lemon ones. I think Angie was talking about the lemon ones the other day. I haven't been able to find those, or the brownie bite ones. Hadn't been able to find either one of them. So we didn't get either one at my Sam's or Costco or wherever the hell, or Target. My Target. Every time I go into Target, the shelf where the Drizzlicious are supposed to be, there's like 2 shelves completely empty. I mean, not even like the bad flavor that nobody wants, the cookies and cream one. There's nothing there. Nothing. And that's why I got a little ticked at them when I was there the other day. And then I was walking down the center aisle, and that's where I found the pallet of these, just a full pallet of them. But I don't know why they can't keep them in stock. They never are there. They're never there. Like the cake song. Anyway. I'm looking for lemon too. My Target doesn't. No, they don't. You were there too? It's driving me nuts. I thought they stock everything else, and they cannot keep stock on those freaking things. Anyway, there's my rant. I looked at trying the popcorn the other day, and I decided just to keep the rice cakes. Never heard of them before until someone at work had a picture of the bag, and then y'all talked about it. Amy. Listen, Amy, I don't like rice cakes. I don't. And I got another name brand in them just to try one day, and it's like eating styrofoam. I don't know what the heck it is with Drizzlicious, but these things are amazing. And most of the flavors I've had are. I mean, even the cookies and cream that I was bad mouthing a minute ago, I've still got some bags of it over here. I'll still eat it. It's chocolate with like white cream on it, or white frosting on it. It's still okay. They're all good. They're all good. Chris, I must say I had a few martinis and you look great. Oh, thank you, Thomas. I appreciate that. I had to put them in a little baggie or I would eat the whole bag. That's the problem. That's the problem. So still raining. Davy Crockett, welcome in. Good to see you. Howdy. Couple of things to talk about entertainment wise, news wise, and entertainment wise. I'm sure most of you have seen, but late last night, news broke that, not that button, this button, Hayden Panettiere passed away last night at the age of 36. Most notably, probably remembered for the TV show Heroes. She also appeared in Nashville and a few movies as well. Save the Cheerleader, Save the World. That was Heroes. But here's the interesting news. She passed away in my city. So she passed away here in Greenville. It was at the Lofts, which is it's a former mill downtown that they have renovated into very upscale condominiums. They've done this with a few of the mills around downtown Greenville. Greenville used to be an industrial town, and they've converted a lot of those old brick mills into condominiums and apartments, and that's where she was found. So yeah. After an interview a few months ago, I've seen some people say that, Mayor. I don't know that I put a lot of stock in that. I just mark it up to a sad situation. I mean, she had been very outspoken and spoke and dealing with her demons, if you will, her addiction and issues. And from what I'm hearing locally, it was, they think, cardiac arrest, possibly due to drug issues, so, or substance. So, yeah, sad to see. Like I said, I always thought she was so freaking hot. Not gonna lie. I mean, but it goes to probably you don't know what some people are struggling with sometimes. So yeah. But there you go. I was hoping so too, Stephanie. She just released a book a few months back. They played I saw some interviews of her talking about her book and her experiences and that sort of thing. And who knows, maybe writing the book brought up a lot of those things, and I don't know. I'm spitballing here. But thoughts and prayers for her family and friends and fans of hers. Way too young for that, for sure. And a good actress, very good actress. So, yeah, sad to hear that. But the local tie, that's why I really wanted to bring it up. I was like, I was surprised when I read that it just over the road. So, yep. And other news, Lanterns, the first season of Lanterns dropped. There's your first look at the design for the Lion King log flume ride coming to Disneyland Paris. It's cute. It's basically their Splash Mountain, but Lion King based. So there you go. There you go. There was some other news that I had here. Let me see if I can find it again. Where did it go? Where did it go? I think it was up before that, actually. Let's go back up. I went the wrong way. Yeah, here we go. A show that she was one of the cutest little girls in such a Yes, Remember the Titans. I think she was 10 years old on Remember the Titans. Nick in Virginia, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you, Nick. Yeah, I think I saw where she was like 10 when she started in Remember the Titans, and she was in a couple of soap operas, I think, as well. Joe Cardelio, good to see you. Howdy. Change of gears though. Why am I keep pressing the wrong button? We got our first look at Terminal List Season 2. It's coming to Prime Video October the 21st. So this is Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt. Looks like it's picking up where season 1 left off. Chris Pratt looking a little leaner. Not quite as bulky and muscular as some of his previous. I guess the last time we really saw him was Guardians Volume 3. Yeah. But that's definitely a different look for him. That looks more like Stephen Amell from Arrow than it does Chris Pratt. Definitely a lot leaner. But I love the Terminal List. That is a great series. I know, Wendy, you're not into the Shooty Bang Bang series, but that one is not as Shooty Bang Bang. It is it's a good psychological, it's a good wartime series, and what some soldiers deal with and go through, and it's a very interesting story. So yeah. Matt Simba 2, welcome in, Matt. Stephen K, good evening, sir. Good to see you. The Terminal List. It's the Terminal List. On Amazon Prime. Season 1 is out now. I think it's maybe 8 or 10 episodes. Really good show. Really good show. I've watched it maybe 3 or 4 times. Julia Jones, good morning. Good to see you, Julia. My eyes are watering because allergies. The new Reacher is out now too. I haven't started it yet, Stephen. Lantern started last night. I have heard very mixed reviews on it. I haven't watched it yet, but it started last night. But yeah, Reacher will do well. I'm not sure how the spinoff series Neely will do. I have a feeling people will watch it, but I don't know. I'll be interested to see how well it performs. Yeah. Dreamer Deborah, welcome. Deborah, are you watching the new season of Reacher? Is that the new season you're watching? I just saw a commercial for Heart of the Beast. Is there a new trailer you guys watch? I haven't watched the new trailer, Nico. I'll be honest. I have a feeling I know what's going to happen in that movie, and I'm not sure I want to go watch it. Love it. Okay, cool. I haven't started it yet, Deborah. A lot of times with Reacher, I'll wait until the full season's dropped so I can binge through all of it. That's kind of how I like to watch them. So I see Angela saying that's how she does them too. Yeah. See, that's the thing, Nico. The way they build up that dog and how it survived and went through all this sort of stuff, and then yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I want to watch that. Yeah. So, but there you go. And then I saw some other news. And I pulled up Deadline is actually reporting this. They're making another Miami Vice movie. Right now it'll star Michael B. Jordan and Austin Butler. They've just cast Whitney Peak. She will be a girlfriend to Tubbs. Yeah. The film is produced by Dylan Clark Productions, and Kaczynski. Okay, so if Kaczynski's in on this one, Joseph Kaczynski's, yeah, so he's directing it with a script by Dan Gilroy. Okay, so this one I might go watch. I do like Joseph Kaczynski. He did the F1 movie. He did Top Gun Maverick. I like his stuff. I like the casting for it too, Stacy. I like Michael B. Jordan. So yeah, but maybe this one will work. Maybe this one will work. The Michael Bay one, I don't think really did it for people, but yeah. Listen, I loved the. Let me tone that down a little bit. I loved the show back in the day. It was so good. And such a good series. Hear me out. I get that movies make a lot of money at a go. But if you took Miami Vice and set it in today's world and made it a little more gritty and a little more edgy and put it on a streaming service instead of network TV, I think that could still be a huge hit. I do. I think that could still be a huge hit. That one could be remade into a new series. I know they did Magnum PI back a couple of years ago and different ones. I think Miami Vice, you could redo a Miami Vice show now. Especially if you put it on Paramount or Netflix or Max or something and went a little more adult with it. It could be a great series. 10 episodes in a season, following several crimes that lead up to a big kind of kingpin takedown at the end. Something to spring forward to the next season. Yeah. Yeah, some older shows wouldn't fly today. But I think Miami Vice, you could definitely do a modern take on it, and it would rule. So do very well. There was one other thing here too. They did HBO has officially greenlit season 2 of It. Welcome to Derry. September is the time for re-release of movies. Apparently, we're going to be getting Avengers Endgame, of course, back in theaters with some changes. They're also re-releasing all 5 Hunger Games films in theaters in September. This looks to be a Fathom event. So if you like the Hunger Games, there you go. I thought the first one was good. You kind of lost me after that. My local theater showing Dirty Dancing for one day. Nice. That'd be cool to see on a big screen. Yeah, they're re-releasing the Harry Potter movies too. I think Fathom kind of goes through this every once in a while where they'll re-release something like that. So according to Deadline, now this is news we've heard before. I'm not going to believe anything with this movie until they start filming. Because I've heard these same lines for more than a year now. So here you go. This is the latest news on this franchise. The new Pirates of the Caribbean movie will reportedly focus on a main character played by Margot Robbie. Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow would be a side character in the film. Why? Why?
Why? Why? Why? Why? Why?
Why? Okay, I know Margot Robbie has a following, I guess, after the Barbie movie. Yeah, let's just not bother with screwing up pirates. See, Theo, that's sort of what I'm saying. And Nico, I think I know why to. But see, okay, so this is the same thing that they were going to do with Blade, the Marvel movie Blade. And this is why Blade failed to ever get done, because they went through a couple of iterations of the story. And in each one that they progressed to, Blade was going to be the side character in his own movie. It was going to focus on between 2 or 3 girls coming in, and he was going to be the side character, kind of mentoring them and that sort of thing, helping them take down whatever. They were going to be the main heroes of the movie in his own movie. I hate to break it to Disney, but Jack Sparrow is Pirates of the Caribbean. So basically what they're looking to do is The Force Awakens, Luke Skywalker, Jack Sparrow. Why? I don't know. He's carried the series. He has. the one that he was in the least, the last one, was the worst performing one. And that one, they publicly said that he wasn't the main character in, and he really wasn't. They made Penelope Cruz character sort of the main. So they're trying to redo the same thing again. He's in the ride too. He's in the ride too. And I get that okay, so at some point he's going to be like Harrison Ford in Indiana Jones, and you're going to have to recast if you're going to keep making Indiana Jones movies. We're not at that point yet. Let Johnny do his thing. People would love to see Johnny back. I think the warm reception that the Ebenezer movie has taken is signs that people want Johnny back in the movies. Bring him back as freaking Jack Sparrow. Make the movie about him coming back and where he's been and why he's been gone so long. How hard can it be? He's a pirate. He steals some gold. Falls on bad luck. Has to return the gold. Make it right. Along the way, he sees some women that slap him. It's not that hard. It writes itself. Imagine how much money it would make at the box office if Johnny starred in another product. Exactly. I mean, it would. I mean, it's. But if you clearly set him up as the side character, yeah. Oh, he's clearly a weirdo, Nico. I'm not saying he's clearly a weirdo. But he is Jack Sparrow. Everybody else is just impersonating. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I mean, it's pretty much like Robin Williams is Genie. Other people could try to do it, but Robin Williams is Genie. Was Genie. Forever will be Genie. Yeah. Maybe that's it. Yeah. Jerry Bruckheimer called over to James Gunn and said, "Hey, we need some help. What would you recommend?" Let Johnny do his thing. Let Johnny do his thing. Where's the rum? Yep. But it's just like I said, I think last night. I mean, we had the story come out that they're hoping to get him back on board to do another one, that they're trying to work on a script. That was the same story that came out 6 months ago. Now we're getting the same story that Margot Robbie's going to star in it, and now he may appear as a side character, a side quest. I don't know. I just whatever. Yeah. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo is now streaming on Netflix. So if you're into that one. I never watched that movie. Never watched it. Let's see. The Outer Banks returns for its 5th and final season. It's coming up in 3 days. For those of you that love that. The Last House is coming in August. I've heard bad things about that. It was terrible. It's out now, I think. Yeah. Whisper Man, that's the we watched the trailer for that. That one's produced by the Russo brothers. It stars Adam Scott. Robert De Niro is in that as well. Adam Scott's son gets kidnapped and has to reconnect with his dad, Robert De Niro, to try to find his son. The sequel called The First House. Exactly, Rob. Yes. Yeah. Did you hear of Ride or Die on Amazon? I have heard of it, Stephen K. I haven't watched it, but I've heard of it. Please no more multiverse. Yes. Night, Suzanne. Sorry. Hope you have a good night. Yeah, I'm down with no more multiverse. Speaking of the multiverse, your weekend box office, Spider-Man ended up at 70.7 million. So about 700 million more than was expected in the initial estimate. The Odyssey at 23.6. End of Oak Street made a whopping 21 million in its opening weekend. Spider-Man is now officially at 2.222 billion. Yeah. So there you go. The Odyssey, at the meantime, is up to basically 1.3 billion. Spider-Man is the fastest movie to hit 700 million domestic in history. It broke all the records. And it's entered that rare group of Marvel movies to cross $2 billion. Most of the ones that have done it have been the bigger ensemble ones. Of course, the Avengers, Endgame, Infinity War, Spider-Man. Yeah. I think this. So, and who said that about the multiverse? Dreamer Deborah, please no more multiverse. Rumor is after Secret Wars, there'll be no more multiverse. Marvel will move on from the multiverse stories. Disney does not get any of the box office from Spider-Man. That's the funny thing. Marvel movie, no box office. They get the merchandising from it. Sony gets the box office. From what I've heard, that was a mostly Marvel done movie as well. Sony wanted to go a different route with several different villains, sort of the Sinister Six showing up. They were trying to tie in Kraven and Chameleon and Scorpion, and they were trying to bring that all together, and that's what Sony wanted to do. Marvel proposed this instead. This supposedly was more of a Marvel initiative as far as the route we ended up with in Brand New Day. I'm hoping Marvel is turning the ship around. I do. I would love to see it. I mean, I think clearly they realize their box office suffered because of their choices. I'll go that way. With their movies and storytelling and casting. In phase 5. And I'm hoping we're starting to see that turned around. I really do. But you also have to remember, Spider-Man, I've said this a few times since this movie came out. Spider-Man is the number one superhero in the world right now. Kids around the world know Spider-Man. Wear Spider-Man shirts, Spider-Man toys. He's the superhero right now. Everybody knows Spider-Man. For a while it was Superman. Batman kind of took that over. It's Spider-Man right now. Ever since No Way Home, I think really, to be honest, since Tom Holland took over the role, it's just grown to a hype level that Spider-Man hasn't ridden in a while. And yeah, he's our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. We are all Spider-Man. Yeah. Spider-Man's one of the most relatable, and that's why Stan Lee and Jack Kirby made him. He was supposed to be relatable to everybody, to kids. All the other superheroes were adults. They wanted a kid that their readers could kind of identify with, going through school and that sort of thing. Spider-Man is that. I mean, he's got the superpowers, but okay. So Brand New Day. Brand New Day is a great movie for nothing. For other than Spider Guy. Yeah, exactly. For nothing else than showing growth and dealing with loss and loneliness. It is a great movie. Just looking at that, I do have some issues with the movie. Overall, great movie. Not a big fan of what they did with the villain. And I won't do spoilers because I know there's probably still some people that hadn't seen it. But it's a great movie. Yeah. So, but I think that's why kids love him. I mean, he's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He's always upbeat. You can't put Spider-Man down. Cap says, I could do this all day. Spider-Man literally does this all day. No matter what you sling at him, Spider-Man comes back. He bounces back. That's what he does. Yeah. So, listen, I read Spider-Man even when I read Spider-Man comics even during the Clone Saga. And if you don't know the Clone Saga, be thankful. Did you know that originally in '62 the publisher at Marvel rejected? He rejected Spider-Man, and Stan Lee still snuck it in through the Fantastic Four. But Stan Lee went to him with the idea. The publisher rejected it because nobody wanted to read a book about a kid. Can you explain what the deal is between Universal and Disney regarding Marvel? Deborah, I can. So basically, Marvel signed a deal with Universal way before Marvel was purchased by Disney. This was back in the 90s. Marvel was about to go bankrupt. They had just put out X-Men, and it was a hit. They were getting some good PR. Spider-Man was out. They were riding that wave too. And so Universal came to them, wanted to do a park based on their characters. Marvel needed the money. Jennifer Caruso, welcome in, comrade. Marvel needed the money, clearly, and didn't have another outlet to do a park. It was worked for both companies, so they signed a deal. The deal was Universal could use these specific characters in their park, and they got exclusive rights to them in theme park usage east of the Mississippi. Marvel thought with this idea in place, then they could sign a deal on the West Coast with someone else, possibly Universal again down the road, but with someone else on the West Coast. But this locked them in on the East Coast. And part of that deal is that as long as they maintain the upkeep, the appearance, and the performance of those attractions and that park, that deal is in place. There was no end date for it, in other words. But anytime they go to change a ride, retheme a ride, anything like that, they lose the rights to that character and everything. Now, Marvel still owns the merchandising rights. So Disney makes all the money off of the merchandise that they sell at Universal theme park. But they can't, I'm getting there, Stacy. They can't change those rides without Marvel approval. Marvel's not going to approve at this point, because if they don't approve, then they lose the rights to those characters. It reverts back to Marvel, and then we know what will happen from there. So can Disney, at this point, they can, but they cannot use any of those characters. And the problem there is all the characters that Universal is using are the main characters. So Guardians was not part of that. They've never been at Universal. And that's why we can have a Guardians of the Galaxy ride at Epcot, because it was not part of that deal. Any characters that are not currently focused at Universal, Marvel can use. The problem with that is there's not enough of those characters that are popular enough for them to open their own land or area, to be honest. It would be a bunch of side characters, basically. The biggest names you'd probably have there are Guardians, Doctor Strange, I think the Black Panther they could use. The Thunderbolts. Nobody's going to go to a land focused on the Thunderbolts. The movie lost money. Just me. So, yes. So the short answer is there's no time frame for this deal. at some point, I think it will revert back to Marvel, but Universal is continuing to maintain and upkeep that area, and there's no sign that they're going to let it go anytime soon because they know what that'll mean. And I honestly think that could be what Disney's waiting on announcing a fifth park for Disney World is. I may be the only person thinking this, but I could see them holding out on a fifth park to make a Marvel park. Because again, you could fill it full of all of those types of roller coasters and really dive into that niche that none of the other four parks touch right now, other than a couple of rides here and there. It's just a waiting game at this point. Universal recently, a few years back, refurbished the Hulk roller coaster, updated the track and everything on that. I know they've done some upkeep on some of the murals in the area. Several years back, they updated the Spider-Man attraction. It's still super popular. I heard the other day that they say the lines for that are still huge because Spider-Man. But yeah, it's an interesting it's an interesting case study in business and in history of the business, especially for Marvel, because it's again much like the Spider-Man movie rights. They sold those to Universal. To Sony. That's why they're at Sony. Fox got the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, Blade. Paramount had the Hulk. That's why we can't have a Hulk solo movie now. Yeah. So, yeah, those families, though, Stacy, are a little complex. So you kind of have to specify what families, what's included in family. But yeah, that's the loose AI answer for that. So, yeah. See, it's a great ride. I mean, especially after they updated it several years back. Great ride, great attraction. Classic Spider-Man. Their meet and greet for the characters are awful. Awful. Yeah, I get it, Stacey. I think I don't know, Deborah. I'm sure parties at some level have kind of discussed it a time or two. But who knows where it'll progress, to be honest. Yeah. But the meet and greets in that park, they basically look like Temu versions of the characters. They look rough. Every time I see one of them in a video, I'm like, ooh, that's bad. They look like pajama onesies that they wear. Yeah. Yeah. They can't make it because of Universal. Paramount was doing publishing for the movies before they created the Marvel Studios. I would love a solo Hulk movie. Right now, I think it's okay the way they've approached Hulk. Hulk could be as popular as Spider-Man if they were able to do a solo Hulk movie. Hulk is very popular. I mean, everybody, yeah. You show people a picture, they know who Hulk is. Nightmare, have a good one. Hope you have a good night. Good Tuesday, buddy. I think the X-Men movie is going to be interesting to see how it performs. I'm yes, never that 1000%. I'm tired of Professor Hulk. Now, if you want to go Maestro, I could go Maestro Hulk, but not smart Professor Hulk anymore. No. And I keep worrying that they're going to bring Amadeus Chow into it, which is another person that a kid that imbued himself with gamma radiation and became a Hulk, and it's just not. Oh God, it's not anyway. Why? Jonathan John, welcome in. They can't call him the Submariner either. Stacy, Namor. They can't call him the Submariner. Even though in the comic books he's Namor the Submariner, you can't say the Submariner. Good night, Cat. Have a good one. The X-Men is going to be interesting. I want to see. I have a feeling we're not going to get the X-Men in their classic 90 outfits again. I think this is our shot at that in Doomsday. I have a strong feeling when they bring them back after Secret Wars, they could be in one of two outfits. They'll either go with their X-Force outfits, which were blue and white and they wore for a brief time, or they'll jump to the 2000s. They could go back with the black leather and yellow trim. I hated those outfits. God, they were awful. Beast running around in black leather pants. It was, don't get me started. I need Rogue in her green and yellow outfit with a cut off leather bomber jacket. That's what I need. Mayor of Chickapin. Jersey. He just said good night. Mike, what's up, Jersey? Or Florida, Mike. So good to see you back, buddy. Hope y'all had a good supper. Can Disney create new characters in hopes that they become popular? Well, they do all the time in the comic books, Jennifer, with Marvel. They haven't really caught on like the current the main ones. Green and yellow. Rogue's green and yellow outfit. Yeah. Rogue. This outfit. This one right here. I also need Storm in this outfit. I need Storm in that outfit. the classic white or the black one. I need Rogue in the green and yellow with the cut off leather jacket. One of the best covers. Andy Kubert. Great covers. I also would like Colossus in his classic green, yellow, and red. But that's just a me thing. These are the black and yellow ones that I was talking about. I hate these freaking outfits, man. God, I hate these outfits. This was the Grant Morrison run back in the 2000. Is that 2010? God, I hate it. Story was interesting. Weird. Interesting. Hated that. Hated the illustration. Hated the artwork. Hated the outfits. One night we got to talk about this. Black and yellow Steeler colors. It is black and yellow Steeler colors. I'll give you that, Jennifer. But oof. One night we got to talk about this. This is one of my favorite X-Men events in comic book history. It was just so wild. It was classic 90s. It was just wild. Great summer event. I'm a huge fan of Nightcrawler too. I downloaded a bunch of these images to do our X-Men talk one night. And then we didn't do an X-Men talk one night. Another classic cover by Jim Lee. Captain America, Wolverine, and Black Widow in her classic gray outfit. Wolvie in his brown and golden yellow. Yeah. Anyway. Nightcrawler is a great character. Nightcrawler is a very complex character. He didn't get the credit he deserved for a long time in the comic books, and they ended up leading one of the comic books, the Excalibur, for a while. I enjoyed Nightcrawler's storyline. History. Tomorrow we can talk comics more if you want to. I don't want to bore everybody. Tomorrow is Tuesday. You got Jennifer Caruso live tomorrow. I'm sure. It's a day that ends in the word day, so Jennifer Caruso has got to be live. Where is Jennifer Caruso tomorrow? Let's go here and let's see. Upcoming tomorrow. Jennifer Caruso is live tomorrow night at 6:15 at Epcot. And I'm going to be first. I'm first. Tomorrow night, Epcot, 6:15 with Jennifer Caruso. Go check her out. Say hello. I just did. I'll go ahead and give you a lickety like too, Jennifer. There you go. You're up to 16. So there you go. Go check out Jennifer tomorrow. Jim More Sunshine Please will be on tomorrow night too. Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. Somebody was telling me about that.
The Dad Builds Christmas meetup will be on the Sunday after Magical Night of Hope. It will be 13th December at 2 p.m. at Disney's Boardwalk near Flying Fish. Everyone is welcome to drop by and say hello. We will be also having the Jan S. Disney Ornament Exchange. If you wish to take part, simply bring a wrapped ornament. We hope to see you there.
Thank you, Sandeep. And thank you, Jennifer. So there you go. There you go. Stacy said, before we call the night, I have a prayer request to have my left hip replaced in November. Will y'all pray for Stacy and her hip request? Yeah. I got one for you too. I meant to mention this earlier. I got one for you too. My sister-in-law, I think I had mentioned, ended up having a spot on her tongue that they discovered was cancerous. She went and had some other tests done and got the report back today, and it had spread to both of her lymph nodes. They're going to try a procedure to see if they can possibly treat it. I didn't get the full details from Mom, but they're going to try something next week to see if they can do a couple of injections on it. And if that doesn't work, they'll end up having to remove both lymph nodes and possibly rebuild her tongue from some more they'll have to remove. So if y'all would pray for my sister-in-law, I'd appreciate that as well. I think that's everything. I think that's everything that I got. So, yeah. Thank you all for hanging out tonight. Thank you for being here. Just felt like riding solo tonight. So here we are. I appreciate you all hanging with me and chatting. T. Marie. Hey, Tinafer. Welcome in. Appreciate y'all every night being here, hanging out, being part of the fellowship. Love you all. Thank you for the support and the love and the prayers for everybody. Hope you have a great night. Have a wonderful Tuesday. And we'll see you back here tomorrow night. Maybe with friends that time. Maybe I'll actually send the link out tomorrow night. We'll see. Probably so. Love y'all. Have a good one. Toodles Baloobles. Love y'all. Good night. See you.